this meeting. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Jones.
Present.
Trustee Horn.
Here.
Trustee Abraham. Trustee Abraham.
Here.
Trustee Senior.
Here.
Here.
Trustee Tierney.
Trustee, here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
And Madam President, you have a quorum. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Can we please stand or be seated as we acknowledge the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag.
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
Indivisible, with liberty.
liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. We all please pause for a moment of silence. Okay, thank you. Number 2 is public comment. I'll read this disclaimer for the meeting. While the meeting is open to the public and public comments are welcomed, in light of concerns related to the spread of coronavirus disease, COVID-19, the meeting will be streaming live online, and the village strongly encourages residents and participants to submit written comments to the village clerk prior to the meeting. At this time, Mayor, no comments have been submitted to the clerk's email, and that was as of 6:30 p.m. this evening. Persons will be allowed to make in-person comments as well if they desire to. However, individuals will be brought into the meeting room one at a time, and all federal, state, and local protocols currently in place to alleviate the spread of COVID-19, including social distancing requirements, will be observed. Madam President, at this time, do you have any guests at our chambers?
No.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so that'll move us to item 3, communications. I just wanted to mention that as of Friday in this writing, the Broadview's 2020 census count is at 73.1%. And I believe it has moved up over the weekend because of numbers added from our prior events. We had several census pop-up events to date. We have 2 remaining that will commence starting tomorrow, and that will be September 22nd, Tuesday, over at the Lindop School. It's going to be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is Broadview Strong Evening, and this will be in the garden area. Also, we have Friday, September 25th, Stepping in the Park, over at Schroeder Park, 2600 South 13th Avenue, from, correct me if I'm wrong, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And at that time, this time, that concludes communications, bringing us to item 4, consideration to approve the following minutes. Minutes from the September 8th, 2020 regular board meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And properly motioned by Trustee Abraham, seconded by Trustee Tierney. Madam President, open for discussion.
Trustee Jones?
No comment.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham?
None.
Trustee Senior?
Nothing.
Trustee Tierney?
Nothing.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Okay, Madam President, roll call. Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 6-0 to pass the minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, item 5, consideration to approve expenditures, grand total of all funds, $647,778.13.
Motion to
Motion.
approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned again by Trustee Abraham, seconded by Trustee Tierney. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, Chairwoman of the Finance Committee, will you please read the warrant list?
Yes. First vendor is Alfred G. Ronan, LTD, $4,000. A.L. Warren Oil Company Incorporated, $13,366.75. AT&T, $6,857.99. Commonwealth Edison, $3,340.14. Groot Incorporated, $44,358.77. Edwin Hancock Engineering, $44,577.81. Fire Service Incorporated, $3,392.54. Geno's Heating and Plumbing Incorporated, $64,471. Grasso Graphics Incorporated, $4,477.94. Heritage Broadview LLC, $129,932.54. J. Narduli Concrete Incorporated, $181,237.95. The law offices of Philip M. Fornaro, $3,643.50. Mid-American Water, $4,386.12. Michael Orger, I apologize if I mispronounced it, $56,050. Windstream, $3,615.51. Pollard Water, $2,746.83. Ray O'Hare Company Incorporated, $2,645.24. STP Transport, $6,828. Timothy Caldwell, $3,201. Trans US Incorporated, $3,423.30. West Cook County Solid Waste Agency, $11,807.44. West Central Municipal Conference, $10,164.26. Our total expenditures over $2,500 is $608,524.63. Our total expenditures is $647,778.13. Our percentage of total was 94%. We also had a manual payment for vendor Timothy Caldwell for September 10th, 2020, check number 79721 in the amount of $1,067. Okay. The funds that will be affected is the general fund, $158,259.16. Garbage fund, $57,913.40. CDBG fund, $181,237.95. 19th Street TIF, $129,932.54. Capital Projects Fund, $44,577.81. Water and Sewage Fund, $75,857.27. The grand total was $647,778.13. And then we also have that AP manual check posting for the $1,067. It's the end of my report, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Abraham. Trustee Jones?
No comment.
Thank you. Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No comment.
Trustee Senior?
No comment.
Trustee Tierney?
No comment.
Trustee Miller?
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Jones,
Aye.
Trustee Horn,
No.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 5-1.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, item 6, old business. A, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Mary Ali doing business as Sip and Create Studio LLC for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Miller, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you. This was on our last agenda for the paint and sip as it related, and the conversation took place surrounding the liquor component that was in the application that was submitted by the owner. So she corrected that because we do not have a liquor license to offer them at this time. Trustee Jones, any questions, comments?
No comment.
Thank you. Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No comment.
Thank you. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Tierney?
No comment.
Thank you. Trustee Miller?
So more of a comment, no questions, but I'm pleased to see that we're going to bring a paint and sip to the community. I'm a huge advocate of those. I actually have attended a few in the past, so I would like to welcome this new business once we pass the agenda item.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, Madam President. Roll call. Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 6-0. Thank you all. Item 7, new business. A resolution authorizing and approving a contract with Administrative Consulting Specialist, LLC, regarding grant writing and consulting services for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
To approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Miller, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you. We already have, this is amending the contract that we currently have in place with the grant writer. And so they have offered us a 36-month contract, which would be $18,000 per year if this is approved by the Board of Trustees. So annually right now, the fire and police utilize their services now, and we pay $14,000. So it's just an additional $4,000 that would be added on to the payment. We've already allocated the funds through the fire, police budget, as well as the executive professional service budget to make up the difference in the $4,000. It just makes sense for us to do this. So far, with them being on board and working just directly with the fire and police, we have been awarded $1,309,280 since they've been on board with us. And our overall for funding that we've received from for Public Works, included with Public Works, is $8,972,645. So I think it's prudent, and I think it's important that we go with a village-wide contract, because there are some grants that's coming online in the future as it relates to housing that will impact the Village of Broadview, and some economic development that can help us build our business base. So that's the purpose of us amending this. The annual cost, if we went with an annual cost for them, it would be $20,000, but a 36 months would be a contract at $18,000. So that keep us that's a $6,000 savings annually with a 3-year contract. Trustee Jones, have any questions or?
No, at this price, I think it's a good idea and a good investment based on their past performance.
Thank you, Trustee Horn. Thank you, Trustee Jones. Trustee Horn?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting to hear my name. So they're currently doing services for the fire and police department, and we're just going to bring them on to do service village-wide.
That's correct.
And the entire 3-year contract is equal to $54,000.
I think that might be 53,000, 18 times 3. Or 54,000,
Okay.
that may be right.
Okay, and what line item will it be reflected in the budget?
So in the budget, it'll be in the executive for professional services. That's $4,000, and then $7,000 will come out of fire and $7,000 will come out of police. Because we already have a contract with them and it was budgeted for.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No, it's a very good idea to incorporate. Awesome negotiation on that part over the 3-year term.
Thank you. Trustee Senior?
Sorry, I have to unmute my phone. No, I think that it's a very good idea. I'm very glad and very pleased to hear that that we'll be having a grant writer that will be able to write grants for us for more than just the fire and police. So this is a very good idea. I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
I agree with Trustee Jones. The results have proven that it's a good idea, and I'm glad we're moving forward with this.
Thank you. Trustee Miller?
No, thanks for confirming how much we had already received for the grant writers. What they've done in the past, that was one of my first concerns. I think just like most of us, we want to make sure that when we're adding additional items to our spend, that we're
actually capitalizing off of, what we're spending versus what we're receiving back in. So I appreciate you sharing that information with us. And I agree with everyone else. I think it's a good move for us to make sure that this is something that we have village-wide. All of our departments should be able to share in the cost-effective approach that they're taking to make sure that we're getting every grant that's possible. And even if it's something that we're not completely qualified for, at least they can share that information with us to let us know what we need to do to become qualified in case that grant reopens. So thanks for being transparent with giving me what I asked for on Friday.
You're welcome, trustee, no problem. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Jones,
Aye.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Senior, Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Madam President, this carries 6-0 to pass. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, B, a motion to approve a right of entry agreement regarding the property at 2111 South 17th Avenue, Broadview, Illinois.
Motion to
Motion
approve.
to approve.
Need a second.
Second.
All right, thank you. I've got Trustee Tierney that made the motion and seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you. This is the right-of-way agreement regarding the senior housing project. So this will allow the contractors to go ahead and start the preliminary work as it relates to the work that needs to be done for the housing housing project that we have on 17th. Mr. Attorney, you want to add to exactly what it means legally?
Of course, thank you, ma'am. So this is a right of entry agreement. The term is for 120 days or the execution of the ground lease. And the most important provisions, in my opinion, are the fact in 3, the permittee shall be responsible for all costs and expenses associated with the work. And 4, that the permittee agrees to defend and hold harmless for any and all claim suits, costs, and damages for injuries or person or property arising out of or connection with the use of the property for the performance of the work. As such, we will be held harmless for any risks that incur while the property work is being done, which does include, this would be on Exhibit B, asbestos abatement, soil sampling, disconnecting all utilities, and installation of site fencing. We did not prepare this document, but at this point in time, I don't see any objection to it being passed. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Trustee Jones?
I have no comment.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
Nothing.
Trustee Tierney?
No comment.
Trustee Miller?
Just for clarity again, what are the limits on it?
On the term, trustee?
It's forever?
Yeah, when you say the limits, do you mean the work that they're allowed to be doing, or do you mean the time period?
I mean, the work that they're allowed to be doing.
So the work that they're allowed to be doing is asbestos abatement within the building located at 2101 and 2125 South 17th Avenue. Soil sampling and drilling on the property. Disconnecting all utilities, including but not limited to water, sewer, service for buildings to be demolished. Installation of site fencing. Trustee, I will direct you to Exhibit B. That is just a listing of it. And obviously they can enter on there, they can observe on there, so it gives rights of access, ingress, and egress, collateral to and necessary to perform those obligations.
Okay, but the term limits of 120 days, what does that apply to?
So there are 2 time limits on there, trustee. The term of the agreement, and I'm directing you to paragraph 2, shall commence upon this date of the agreement and terminate on the earlier of either when we execute a ground lease with a developer or 120 days after the effective date. So it's 120 days earlier, or if we enter into an overall lease.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, trustee.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Jones,
Aye.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Tierney,
Trustee who?
Trustee Tierney.
Yes.
Thank you. Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 6-0. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Next item C, a resolution awarding the bid for certain construction services related to the 2020 MFT Fall Paving Project to the lowest responsive and responsible bidder, Builders Paving LLC, for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been properly motioned by Trustee Abraham, seconded by Trustee Miller. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you. I will direct this, Director Ames or Hancock Engineering to tell us about this, the bid that was the lowest bidder in the project.
I think we do have Director Ames on. I don't see
Yeah, hello. Can I be heard?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, real simple. This is the capital resurfacing project that will commence in the area known as the Gold Coast, which is west of 17th Avenue, east of 25th Avenue, and north of Roosevelt Road to Harvard. But the streets that we're targeting is Fillmore Avenue from 25th Avenue down to 17th Avenue, and 18th Avenue from Roosevelt Road to Harvard Street.
Do you have the cost of what the bid came in, the bid amount?
I believe the clerk has that in front of him. He was at the sealed bid opening. I'm sorry, Mayor, I don't have the document in front of me.
I can get that real quick for you, Mayor. That is, I'll give that to you in a second. Thought I had it. I do not have that right in front of me, but I can pull it up for you.
So the documents that we have shows $425,000.
That sounds about right, Trustee Miller. Which is below the engineer's estimate
Okay,
of $600,000.
the engineer's estimate was $473,780. The lowest responsible bid was $425,000 even by Builders Paving LLC.
I stand corrected.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Jones?
I have no comment.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Trustee Abraham?
No question.
Trustee Senior?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
Trustee Miller?
So I have the documents. I just need clarity again on the area because I didn't see that in the resolution. What was it again, Director Ames?
Fillmore Avenue from 25th Avenue to 17th Avenue, and 18th Avenue from Roosevelt Road to Harvard Street.
Is there a way we can get the resolution amended to reflect the area, President?
What is the resolution reflecting, if you don't mind, Trustee?
It doesn't reflect any area at all. Unless I'm missing something. Does anybody else?
It should be, so on the resolution, it should be an exhibit to that with the amendment to it. So it should be like an exhibit A and then the document reflects that.
Exhibit A is empty, and then, I'm sorry, the first page of Exhibit A is empty. And then, let me read further. It's fine, we can discuss it offline, as long as we know for the record what it is. Oh, never mind, I see.
You got it?
Yeah, yes, we're good.
Okay. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Abraham?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Trustee Tierney? Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Madam President, this carries 6-0. Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right, next item, item 9, application for the authority to expend funds. We have none at this time. Bringing us to item 10, village clerk. I just have a couple of things I didn't mention earlier in the communications. On October 3rd, October 10th, which is a Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., right here at Village Hall, 2350 South 25th Avenue, we will have a drive-by shred day. Shredathon rules. All donors must stay in their vehicles. Village employees will assist in getting the documents and papers to be shredded out of your vehicle. There will be no watching of items being shredded by donors. Village employees working at the event will be required to wear masks. Cardboard boxes cannot be left at the event. Residential shredding only, no commercial shredding. For more information, please contact the Village Hall at 708-681-3600. Next, we have Tour de Proviso on Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. This is a bike ride starting here at Village Hall at 9:30 a.m. The bike ride will commence at 9:30 a.m. heading east on 14th to 9th Avenue, north on 9th to Prairie Path, west on Prairie Path to Eastern over to Bellwood Village Hall, then north on Eastern to St. Charles Road, east on St. Charles Road to 5th, south of 5th, and ending up at 718 South 5th Avenue in Maywood. Again, this is Saturday, October 3rd, 2020, Tour de Proviso. Madam President, that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 11, Village President, Mayor Katrina Thompson.
Thank you. Good evening, Board of Trustees and everyone that's listening to the live feed. This summer, we had an opportunity to partner with APAC, the Austin People's Action Center, to get some interns to help us out in the village. And we had, I think, 5 interns this summer, which was paid through that agency. And so they had an opportunity to work in either Public Works, the building department, the administration, and I know one assisted the police department as it relates to the market and component change starts with you, and that was the practice pre-assessment test that the police department held. So they was a part of the putting the marketing package together, and it was really nice. They did a really good job with that, working with the police department. But we wish the young people very much success. They worked very hard for us. They attend all of our events that we've had as it relates to the census, and the official last day would be September 30th. So next Wednesday, that program would end. Hopefully we can repartner with APAC in the future to bring more young people, and the majority of these employees were from the village of Broadview. And I was just pleased because some of the young people, this was their first opportunity, and they didn't have hope that they would ever get a job. So it gave them hope that they are employable, and they can always use the village of Broadview as a resource or a reference as they seek job opportunities in the future. So I was very pleased with the program and with the young leaders that participated in that. Over the past 6 weeks, we've walked the village of Broadview talking to the residents, and every department head has participated in that. And so, let me get to my notes because I want to make sure I get it right. So we talked about Public Works. So Director Ames and I walked in part of the community. We talked about the finances. Director Hicks walked in the community with me. We talked about building permits and home improvements with Commissioner Upshaw. We've had conversations regarding the My ID program and smoke detectors program. That was Chief Kenny and I walked. And the police department and I will follow up with some of the complaints that we've been getting with speedy riders. So we'll be addressing that in the community as well. We've had 2 community meetings, and this was all driven by residents that wanted to hold a meeting. So we had one in the 80 acres area at Roosevelt School last Friday. And then the other one was held on this past Saturday in the Broadview co-ops with some residents as it relates to the building inspections and permits and working with condo association management company. So we gave them some targeted guidelines on what could be useful to have a good management company and to have an excellent association. And so Chief Kenny and Chief Euglin and Commissioner Upshaw, they attended those meetings with me so that the residents were able to address their concerns as it relates to how we interact with management companies to get work done in a co-op or a condo association. Oh, excuse me, the past couple of weeks, we've welcomed 6 new residents to the village of Broadview. I personally go out to every new resident that has purchased a home in the village of Broadview. We give them a bag of goodies to get them started. So we get our yard waste bags from True Value, which is a local small business owner in the village of Broadview. We give 1 village sticker for the garbage and 1 for yard waste, just to welcome them, to make them know that we are a strong community and we work well when we all work together. So they have the village directory, so information that's useful for them as they go forward with this, and give them the opportunity to get on our email blast and our robocall so that they are informed and aware of what's taking place in the village of Broadview. For the past 7 weeks, we've did Broadview Strong Walkers. So every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, we meet up at Walgreens on 17th and Roosevelt. That's open to the entire community for anybody that want to participate. We do have a nice group of people that walks every Sunday morning, and we walk for 1 hour. And then we also have on Sundays at 9 o'clock, the Broadview Strong Bike Riders. So we do a 1 hour bike ride through from 17th through the Salt Creek Trail for 1 hour. So both will end on Saturday and Sunday at the end of October. For the businesses, they have a business interruption grant. And so we will send out a blast email to the businesses and to residents that may have a small business that you can apply for this grant for business. So the website is www.illinois.gov/DECO, that's DCEO. And then click on the link for entrepreneurs. Tomorrow we will host our 5th Broadview pop-up census at Lindop School. So this one is the Broadview Strong. We called it Broadview Strong because we work very well with Lindop School, and this will be with the board of, this a partnership with Lindop School, the Board of Education, Dr. Spalding, who's the principal, and Dr. Jackson, who's the superintendent. So we're inviting everyone that live in the Garden area, and that area is from 25th Avenue to 17th, to come out to Lindop, be counted, or parents, bring your kids so they can come out and interact for 2 hours. We do require that you wear a face mask on the premises of Lindop, and that we will be monitoring social distancing. We will have music, food provided by local residents, as well as our photographer is a Broadview resident as well. Friday, stepping in the park at Schroeder Park would be at Schroeder Park. So we'll have a stepper set at Schroeder Park as it relates to the census, and that's for the Hollywood area. So for the past 6 weeks, well, maybe 3 weeks, because some weeks we have events on Tuesday or Friday, we've had 6 pop-up census events in the village of Broadview, and I'm very pleased with the turnout of the residents coming out, being counted and participating. And by us hosting this has driven our numbers to be better than it was the last census. So in 2010, when we had the self-response, and this is the part of the census that we're participating in right now, we were at 69.5%. This time, as of September 17th, our numbers is at 73.2%. So we moved from a red status to a green status. And that's because of the hard work that we've put in to make sure that everyone is counted in the village of Broadview. So I want to tell Clerk McGreer, thank you for leading the census for us in the village of Broadview, and the trustees that's been popping up at the pop-up events, talking to the residents, encouraging them to be counted. We've had great success with that program, and I'm looking for our goal, our final count number, our final count in 2010 was 74%. Right now we at 73%, so I'm looking for us to exceed that number, our final count for the census, once we end it on the 30th to be, I know we'll be past the 74%, but I'm looking, our goal is 85%. So we still have work to do. We have until the 30th to get everyone counted. And I just want to encourage all the residents that have not been counted. It's so important that you get counted in the 2020 census. This impacts our schools, our infrastructure, our streets, alleys, roads, water infrastructure, mental health services, social services for seniors and veterans, and give us an opportunity to do some development projects. So I'm encouraging you to be counted. Knock on your neighbors' doors and ask them if they have been counted. We know that the numerators are out in the community. They are leaving notes behind for you to take the census. If you have that note, it is important that you get counted in the village of Broadview. So this is something that will make us stronger as we go moving on for the next 10 years. So let's move on, let's get counted, and let's get to our goal 85%. And I'm just pleased where we are right now based off our numbers from 2010. We've done an excellent job. Saturday, October 10th, the clerk did mention the drive by shred event. So that's coming up on the 10th, as well as Community Pride. So the Community Pride will be cleaning up the Roosevelt corridor. And this came out of the vision of the walkers that walk every Saturday with me, that they said we should clean up the Roosevelt corridor. So we personally hand delivered the flyer to the businesses on the Roosevelt corridor so they can partner with us and help us out. Public Works will provide gloves, garbage bags, tools to clean up the flower beds, and PP equipment for those that may need it. Walgreens have also committed to being a partner with us to provide flu shots that day for free for the community. So we want the community to engage in our efforts to keep the Roosevelt corridor clean and free of debris, and working with our local business partners as we move forward in that initiative. So that'll be at 8 o'clock, Community Cleanup Day, when we host that. COVID-related cases. As of today, we have 256 confirmed cases. Last week, between 1 and 4 cases were new. So Cook County, if it's a case between 1 and 4, we don't get the number. So it could have been 1 case last week or 4. We don't know. They only monitor by numbers if it's 5 or 6 or something like that. So we was between 1 and 4. So what that means to the village of Broadview, 53.3% change in confirmed cases in the past 14 days. So our numbers are down by 53.3%. And I want to say thank you, Broadview, for making sure that you follow the state protocols that's been activated by the governor. So that's wearing your face mask in a public setting, washing your hands, and staying home when you're sick, and social distancing. So thank you for participating and keeping us healthy, but we still in the pandemic, so we have to be mindful of where we are. But our numbers are good right now, but let's keep them down. So encourage, if you have young college-age students, just parents, just please continue to reinforce how serious the pandemic is. Please reinforce that, because it is serious. Excuse me, it is serious. This Thursday, September 24th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., public safety drive-through open house. So this open house is going to be different. We won't be able to congregate and socialize like we would normally do, but we still wanted to make sure that the residents had access to the information that that's going to be out. So they will be giving out free flu shots. Walgreens will be, and they will do it from your window or your vehicle. You will be able to purchase raffle tickets for $10. That's for the Fire Explorers program. And the prize is an Apple Watch. You will receive information and giveaways from my office, the police, fire explorers. So we encouraging the residents to come out and participate in the drive-by or the drive-through open house this Thursday, September 24th, between 5 and 7 p.m. Also on September 29th, Commissioner Johnson, which is our Cook County Commissioner, is going to be hosting a State of the District. Topics that will be discussed is economic development, transforming the criminal justice system, access to quality health care, and affordable housing. Information will be emailed to the residents tomorrow to sign in for that virtual town hall meeting with Commissioner Johnson. So I am part of the conversation. Mayor Hoskins from the Village of Forest Park, Mayor Perkins from the Village of Maywood, and Mayor Harvey with the Village of Bellwood. I believe that's all that I have for you all this evening. So I just want to say God bless you. Thank you, and good night, Mr. Can we get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
And properly motioned by Trustee Tierney and seconded by Trustee Abraham to adjourn this meeting. We'll take a roll call on this. Trustee Jones. Looks like Trustee Jones may have left the meeting. Trustee Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Senior,
Yes.
Trustee
Yes.
Tierney, Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
and Trustee Miller. And Trustee Miller may have also departed. Thank you all. This meeting is hereby adjourned at 8:15 p.m. Have a great evening.
Have a great evening, everyone.
Good night.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Nice job, Clerk McGreer.
Thank you, Trustee.